Right, we're back here with another video for the new series that's currently named Throwback Thursday, but we might come up with a better name at some point. But before I get into the deck description, if you guys would like, comment, and subscribe, that would be really awesome, and I'd appreciate it very much. And I would, maybe produce more of these videos for the series. And also, I am trying something out where I'm going to do only 3 games because I think the 2-hour videos are a little long. If you guys like it, dislike it, just let me know, and I'd definitely be curious on your thoughts. But let's get into the deck here. It's humans. This is Eli Loveman's, I think that's how you say his name, deck list from Mythic Championship 2. It's the winning list. It is traditional humans. As you can tell, popular build from the past. Definitely one of the more popular decks at the time, and the most popular deck during that era was Is It Phoenix, I'd say, or Humans, one or the other, and both. I mean, Humans was a toss-up, and I think this deck had a pretty good matchup against what is it? Uh, can't think. Is It Phoenix because Thalia is very good. One weakness would have been Thing in the Ice, but that's why we have Deputy Attention, we have Reflector Mage. We have a lot of things that are going well for us. In the current metagame, though, Humans is kind of off the face of the earth. With Prismatic Ending and Unholy Heat getting printed, it's definitely harder for this deck to, be viable. The Champion of Perish is definitely not as good as it used to be. 3 toughness once it got past then, it was like pretty much unkillable unless you had fatal pushes and whatnot. Also, kind of, hard to trade off with Ragavan early and stuff like that. But, have some good things going for us. Deputy Attention's pretty good right now. Fast clock, wide board, we might get there. Metal Mage seems pretty interesting these days. Auriok Champion, always, okay. Definitely interesting sideboard options here. Damping Sphere probably wouldn't be good enough now, although there might be some matchups where it's good. I'm not sure about this Gaddock Teague either now, but the Deputies is pretty good. Sin Collector can always be a fine card. Static Caster can always hit, random things. Dismember fine, 4 Auriok Champions. Burn's popular, maybe that gets us there. And I'm definitely interested to see how this goes. I'm not sure how Mantis Rider is going to perform. With this deck having 2 Malicious Buglers in the 75, we might be able to grind out here, so that's something nice, but we'll see how it goes, and gonna get into the first game. Okay, we're getting into the first match. No companion revealed, so that's interesting. And our hand has a 1-drop, which is typically the question with humans, so I think we'll keep it. And I think we're going to lead on Island here purely because we don't want them, maybe this is Merfolk to them. I mean, Humans isn't terribly popular, neither is Merfolk, so just, having them a little bit in the dark ahead of time is better. But let's see what they are on. Okay, Nurturing Peatland. This could be mid-range? Seems like it could be mid-range. Could be Junsack, could be... Guess Yawgmoth is definitely an option. Ugh. Well, I don't think we're going to play out our Thalia's Lieutenant here because we don't really have much to do with it. And next turn, if we draw land, we can still vial it in. So I think it's fine waiting. But let's see. I'm definitely confused what our opponent's deck is. Forest. Is this a Lily? Lily would be kind of brutal. Seems like it is a... Oh, okay. Oh. Protection from red and white. Well. Interesting. Can't really deal with that card, can I? Huh. Yeah, and our draw, I feel like, has just not panned out to what we kind of wanted it to be. So, it's not the best. We didn't draw land, which is kind of what we were looking for. We might be dead here. Not really certain, though. Rancor? Okie dokie. That's a card. Okay, so protection from red and white. Literally all of our cards in our hand are white. So how do we beat this card? I have no clue. I don't know. What do we have in our deck list that can even beat this? Well, this is definitely going to be an awkward one, right? Definitely going to be hard. Okay, we'll tick up the Aether Vial. I guess we're going to Deputy of Detention this Rancor. Phantasmal Image? That works. Yeah, Phantasmal Image works. We can just Phantasmal Image the Crusader. Okay, that works. This can deal with it. I'm not saying it's like a permanent solution, but it's a solution to say the least. They're gonna Mutagenic Growth it. What a gigabrain. Huge head. So I think we're going to just deputy this and just try and make it work. Although we probably are dead here, more than likely. Let's see what they do here. If they attack with both infectors, we might be okay. Alright, well, this feels bad, obviously. But it's our only option. We can deputy away the Rancor. Give us a turn. Yeah, our mana base just kind of screwed with us here. Definitely a tough game for us. Plus, like, awkwardly enough, this card just, like, is unkillable by us. Which I would not imagine, but, like, literally all of our cards are white here, so just a little awkward for us. What is this? Is this another one? No. Mutate. Well, I don't know what... Oh, okay. Don't know why they didn't do that beforehand. But yeah, we're dead here. Wait, are we dead? They still have pro, yeah. Pro white and pro red. So, yep, can't do anything about that. Funnily enough, this Phyrexian Crusader just, like, obliterated us. That's not good. So what do we have for the sideboard? Definitely Dismembers are good. Or Oriok's good? I don't believe so. I think Static Caster will be fine. Wow, we really don't have much to deal with that card, do we? Other than Dismember. I don't think this is a Bugler matchup. Yeah, this is gonna be a tough one. We really don't have much for this this deck. Although, I guess I was gonna say we shouldn't really expect it, but I guess they. Okay, I think we just need to get this Meddling Mage on Phyrexian Crusader. That will help quite a bit. I think Phantasmal Image seems pretty bad, right? Like they just have multiple ways to target it. So I think Bugler honestly might be okay because they're probably gonna like sideboard into more of a mid-range plan. So I think we can trim a deputy or two. I think Reflector Mage will be just fine. I think we'll be okay. Champion, yeah, I think this hand's pretty decent. Hand's not bad. We have a 1-drop, we have things to do. We have Thalia on turn 2. Although this hand again is weak to the Crusader, but again, I don't think we can just like aggressively mulligan just to that card. Okay. Do we want to slam Thalia or Freebooter? I think I'm kind of fine slamming the Freebooter here. See what they got. Okay. Scale up and become immense with a Crusader. So I guess we're gonna take the scale up because we don't really care about the become immense yet, at least. So yeah, we just need a way to deal with this Crusader, and then we're like pretty much, I'd say, like, locked to take this one down. But it's definitely going to be tough to get there beforehand. Let's see what they do here. They probably just play an Ink Moth and pass here. Be the guess, yeah. Seems like that's what they're doing. Okay. Another champion was a pretty decent draw, honestly. I think we just play another freebooter. I don't think getting Thalia down this game is going to matter. And we kind of just want to get our damage in while we can. And like next turn, I almost think that we are going to be slamming our, like just attacking with everything here. I mean, they get to block, what, some damage, but they're going to take quite a bit. We might be able to take it down. Because we're going to be attacking for 2, 5. I think it would be okay. It's not like we can really do much against their Phyrexian Crusader, which is like kind of brutal, but it's kind of how it is. Ah, yes. The late Aether Vial. A little late, but you know, never a bad draw, I guess. Although it's not great here. Definitely not what we were looking for. But we're definitely slamming in here. Like they get to block what this champion, take 5, and then next turn we're gonna serve with everything again. They can block, you know, one or the other, and I think essentially be dead. They might, no, yeah, they kind of have to block there. Because they're gonna have to start playing some defense here. Human. Let's see, what are we looking for here? Mantis Rider would obviously be insanely good. Not terribly worried about their Become Immense. So if we attack with everything, they block a 3/3, they take 3, 5, 7, so that's currently lethal. They'd have to block with an Ink Moth Nexus. So I think we're looking pretty decent. Unless they can somehow kill us here, but this Become Immense costs quite a bit of mana. What? Okay. Can't block. Interesting. Another Athalia. Well, we're going to play it just to pump our team here. And keep our other Thalia around. How do we lose from here? Maybe we hold back a freebooter. So let's say we attack with everything here. They activate both Inkmoth Nexuses. They can double block one that's them dead. They can chump dead. So they have to chump block both champions here. If we attack like this, they chump block here. That's still 7, so they have to block with both. So I think leaving back a freebooter is fine. So which freebooter is better though? Probably want to scale up. Yes, I think this is a fine attack. We just don't want to die to, like, you know, Become Immense and Pump Spell. Is this the double chump? Yeah, it is. Alright, this is definitely decent for us. I think this is good for us. Block, block. Guess I could block the Thalia, but there's no real point. Alright. I think we're going to take this one down. It'd be pretty hard to imagine not winning from here. Although, we just need to, like, we need to stop this card. This card's too good against our deck. Like, it's actually kind of insane. Do we have any other way of, like, dealing with this card? I don't really think so. Like, this card's just a problem. Alright, we take it down. Going to post board here. Like, Whirler Rogue can help, I guess. Tap 2 on turn. Just makes 3 blockers, but that seems a little slow. I mean, it might be good enough though. Like, it might be better than this Deputy of Detention. Let's do that. Let's do 2 deputies and 2 reflector mages. You can probably trim the Sin Collector on the draw here. Statcaster I still think is fine. Everything else looks fine, so yeah, let's just run this. Thalia might not be the best against this deck, but I still think it's an okay card against Infect. I think this one is a mulligan. Let's see what our opponent did. They mulled. Yeah, we can't keep this. No 1-drops. Okay, is this hand good enough? They're on a mull to 5, and I think we're joining them. Oh my. Alright, well, I'm going to keep this one. Back the Reflector Mage, and I guess a freebooter. It's not like that fantastic. Definitely an awkward looking hand, to say the least. Well, makes it a little bit better, I guess. Although, you never really want Aether Vial on such low amount of cards, but with Reflector Mage, it's pretty decent. Reflector Mage is never a bad one to have with Aether Vial, so we do have some... Ooh, nothing. Oh, okay. I'm definitely a little wary that they have Veil of Summer for some reason in their deck. But that'd be such a weird one to have. I mean, if they have Veil of Summer just for this Kaitel Freebooter, they got us, but that seems like abysmal, right? Okay, I thought they were gonna shock. I was like, wow, they got us. I was like, they have us for sure. Okay, well this is good because we might be able to beat a Crusader here. What's Groundswell do? I guess we're taking the scale up. Yeah. Well, yeah, I think we should take scale up. It's just the most damage. So the one reason I was thinking about not taking scale up is I guess they're like almost equivalent essentially. But the one thing about Groundswell is they can just like attack us over and over again and threaten to kill here. While if we just took scale up, we'd know it's a sorcery speed spell. White, blue, red. Let's get in there. I think we're fine. Maybe I should have just put Thalia's Lieutenant in. I'm not actually certain. It's definitely one of those things that I'm like, I'm not an expert on these decks, so definitely could be worth it. I think we'll Violent Thalia's Lieutenant here. I believe so. So if they attack with both, what are we doing here? I think we just block. Oh, that's annoying. Is that us dead? Yeah, that's us dead. That's insane. Wow. Tough match, right? Tough match. This card is something, to say the least. I mean, I guess it's good to know that it didn't matter, right? Wow, that is... We just can't deal with this card. Alright, well, we are dead. That sucks, but yeah, I'll see you all in match number 2. Alright, we are here again for match number 2. And this is definitely an interesting hand. Oof. Well, we're definitely keeping. I just don't know what I want to play on turn 1. So I'm not, obviously I don't play humans very often. So I'm kind of curious, are you supposed to lead on Hierarch with this hand? Or Vile? Like, in my intuition says Hierarch, but I could see where Vile is better. Against blue-white control, possibly. I think Vile is better to get down against them. I really don't know. I could not tell you. Could not tell you. Like, I think our concern here either way is that they could play Chalice, because these decks do play Chalice of the Void now. And either way, we are weak against a Chalice. So, I guess, okay, this is not blue-white control, which is, like, kind of good. Although, what is it then? I don't know. What deck are we up against? Greedy King. Watery Grave. Is this like a Prismatic Indie, maybe? That's what it seems like. Oh. Okay. Well, we are naming Persist, and we are continue on with this Meddling Mage. Okay, Cavern is a good draw. Yes. Yes, the Solitude. Interesting. Gotta love it. Well, name humans here. We will play our Meddling Mage. Name Persist. And yeah, I think we are looking pretty decent here, especially since they solituded away whatever. Wow, that is unfortunate for our opponent, not gonna lie. That is not good. I do feel kind of bad about that one. Misclicks always happen though online. It's just kind of like the way it is. I mean, that's not like the best thing to say, oh, it's just the way it is, but it kind of is. Kind of is how it is. I'm going to play our Militia Bugler. I'm going to leave our unclaimed territory open here just because I want to be able to play a Hierarch here or maybe like a Lieutenant or something. Let's see what we draw here. Image, Lieutenant, Phantasmal Image. I think we want the Image here. I think that is the best card in that pile of cards. Alright, so we're swinging for 4. Our hand's pretty decently set up here. We have a Phantasmal Image for our Meddling Mage, which I think we're going to name Unburial Rites after this turn, but I think we're going to vial this in, hit the Bugler. Okay, they conceded. Sweet. So let's see what we would have gotten. 3, 4. Oh, we all got Reflector Mage, which would have been pretty good. So, alright. What do we want here? Okie dokie. No to these. Bugler, probably not. Sin Collector is probably a card that we are considering. And I think that's really about it here. I do like the Meddling Mages. I like the Thalias here. Don't really love the Deputies. Although it might be better than Reflector Mage here. Because, you know, Reflector Mage does only hit creatures, while this could hit, like, you know, to fairies and whatnot. I mean, Reflector Mage isn't bad, though. Let's do a 2-3 split here. Sin Collector is fine. And everything else is okay here. So let's just submit this. I don't think there's anything else we want here. Warriok's useless. So, like, this is definitely a case where an updated humans list would be a little bit better here. We would have Sanctum Fire. So that's, like, something kind of interesting to think about here. Because I think Sanctum Fire is definitely better than Auriok these days. But we are, we're living the life here. We're throwing back to the Thursdays, That's what the point of this is just to see, how much we have evolved in Magic. But, here we are. Here we are. Rip. This hand's so close. So close. Just, obviously, problem here is the mana base just not agreeing with us. Not agreeing with us again. Okay. Yeah, I guess we're keeping this one. I think we're just doing this and hoping that multiple meddling mages are good enough. Although I still don't even think Phantasmal Image is like terrific here, but it can copy a Archon, so that's like something we need to think about. This is a Thoughtseize, okay. We have some good ones here. They probably don't take the Lieutenant because it gets worse, the less cards you have, so. But, Phantasmal Image on whatever they have will be interesting. Like, if we get to copy their Archon instead of, like, if they have an Emissary, obviously we're in trouble. But if not, we're okay. Because I don't think we can beat an Emissary. Oh, they're passing here, okay. Well. Well. Here's our Thalia's Lieutenant. Our insanely good one. They might have Faithful Mending here, go for the, Archon, which might not be that bad, right? If they do that, then we get to copy the Archon, and maybe we could, like, cheese them out like that. But they probably have, like, Fatal Pushes or something for it. I would highly doubt that we're just going to win the game if we copy it with Phantasmal Image. But let's see what they hit here. Solitude and Faithful Mending. Okay. It's not that good. That is not that good, to be honest. I highly doubt if they had an Archon, they wouldn't have pitched it there. But let's just draw a land here and just like slam this Mantis Rider, attack for 5, and then next turn go, Thalia's Lieutenant, Phantasmal Image something and win. That is like the dream, right? That's the dream. I highly doubt it's going to happen, though. They pitched a Solitude. What are we, like, concerned with their hand is? Is this an Aether Vial? Or not an Aether Vial, is this a, yeah, Engineer Explosives? That's what I meant. Okay. Land would be really cool. Militia's Bugler. Well. Well, that is really not the best. Yep. Let's just pass the turn. I don't really want to play the Thalia's Lieutenant. Like, that's pretty awful. Like, actually pretty awful. Maybe it was worth it. I'm not sure, but I don't think it is. It's not like we're getting that much value. It's like 2 damage, which I don't think the 2 damage is going to matter too much here. I mean, our hand's still pretty decent if we hit a land or not. Like, okay, we do hit a land. White, blue, red. Get our hasty boy. Our Mantis Rider. They probably pop the EE here. And they might have like a Fatal Push or something. Which, that'd be a pretty decent turn for them, right? Are they letting this hit? Wow. That's bizarre to me. Flashback Faithful Mending, So, I mean, we kind of have them dead next turn. I mean, not actually, because there's no way in heck they're going to tap out here. But we do have theoretical lethal, right? I mean, I'm assuming they're technically at 14. If we go Lieutenant, Phantasmal Image, the Mantis Rider, that would be way more than lethal, right? I guess we would go Phantasmal Image, then copy the Mantis Rider. What is this? This is a prismatic ending? I'm like cool with that, I guess. I mean, we're playing the value game at this point. Like as great or horribly as we can do it on a mold of 5. So we are doing it, boys and girls. I'm assuming they have a bending, right? Like, I guess that could also be like a Teferi, but Teferi just seems really awful on this board. I mean, we'd have to kill the Teferi, I'd say. I mean, I know we don't actually have to, but allowing the to untap with a Teferi is like kind of scary. I always like regret doing that, so. Yeah, they got the ending, which is fine. I think we're going to attack with this Lieutenant, because I think it's kind of 2 free points of damage, because if we just Malicious Bugler, they might just they probably just pop the EE. But this way we might get 2 points in. Okay. Sweet. Get our Bugler. Because I think they would have popped the EE if we played this first. I don't think there's any real reason to not do it. Yeah, let's just get a Phantasmal Image. Phantasmal Image is quite good in this matchup, right? It's bound to be good. If they still don't pop the EE, that would be... Wow. What the hell? What are they waiting for? That is the most bizarre thing I've ever seen. That they are like saving this for... I mean, they know we have a Thalia's Lieutenant, but like, I'm not going to play it out into an EE here. That is bizarre to me. Persist the Solitude. Okay. Interesting. Hit our Bugler. Cool. Ephemerate. Ugh. That's annoying. Ugh. That's annoying. Well, we've got a Phantasmal Image for it. Yeah, I'm going to tap like this. I don't think our life total is like that big of an issue. Okay. They have another Ephemerate, like, whatever. Okay. Coup. So, like, what we could have done is tap both Ziggurats there, but I think it's not worth it, like, in case they have something. Okay. What, are they trying to rebound here? There's, like, no reason to do that now, right? Unless they want the Ephemerate in their bin for some reason. That's kind of interesting, to say the least. Kind of interesting. Yeah, I don't know why they would do that now. I don't think there's any real, like, benefit to doing that now, but... Alright, let's pop this Canopy, see what's up. Champion of the Parish? Not a bad one. Do we Phantasmal Image this? I'm not certain. I feel like it's kind of bad, but they also don't really have much in their graveyard, so I'm also kind of fine doing this. Oh, need a blue. Cancel. Undo. Here we are. I think we might even like double Thalia's Lieutenant next turn, depending on what we draw. Because that is, what, 4 extra damage? Or maybe we just play 1 and see what they do. I think it's kind of free. We might just pop this Canopy, and like if we don't draw anything, you know, of action, we'll just play the Thalia. Or the Thalia's Lieutenant, I should say. Not the Thalia. What we would do for what? What are we even looking for at this point? I'm not actually certain. They're passing. Probably just Faithful Mending here. Okay, well, let's do that then. Let's do that then. That seems okay. That seems pretty decent. I'm actually gonna just swing with one thing. I know we're missing out on a point of damage. I don't really want to get Solituded and then it kills my champion. I just feel like that's kind of bad. Like they kill our Solitude, kill our champion, and like missing out on 1 point now is not that big of a deal. Although it definitely could be. You never know. But I don't think it will be. Because I think we're losing to an Archon anyways. It'd be pretty hard to beat that right now, unless we top deck a Phantasmal Image. But as long as I don't discard it here, I'm going to feel pretty decent. Okay, they discard what? Mole Drifter? Whatever. Whatever. That one's fine with me. So good draws are lands not bad. Definitely not what we're looking for, but ooh. Bouncing the champion? No, they bounced the Solitude. That doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense to me. That's really weird. What's this? Oh, is this an EE? No shot. Please not an EE. And the EE on 1 would be like, oh god. Okay, Prismatic Ending. Sure. You've got it. That's a little bit better. Another Hierarch. Okay. Another Hierarch. Well, I think we're playing it. I mean, I know we're playing it. So, what do we do here? Guess we... Is there any real reason to kill the Teferi? I almost feel like there's not. This is what, 4 points? I don't know. So if we tap them for 4, they get them down to 9. Then next turn, what? If we played this, that is 6. So it doesn't really change the clock, right? I don't think so. Doesn't really change the clock because we're going to be swinging for 6 twice. Nah, let's just swing them for 4. I don't think Teferi is going to matter at this point. It could, but I don't think it will. An EE obviously is worst case scenario. Anything else is like fine. Persist is okay. A Mole Drifter would definitely be sketchy, but fine. Any removal spells are like okay. Like our creatures are pretty redundant here. This EE, I feel like our opponent has messed up with this EE, but maybe they haven't. I feel like I would have popped it quite a bit ago. Yeah, let's just swing them. Obviously, if they drew a Solitude, this is bad, but I'll wait till next turn to use my Thalia. So I guess, yeah, they're finally popping the EE. It's cool with me. Cool with me. Let's, do this just because we gotta play smart. Play our land. I think having the lands are okay. We'll name Illusion just in case we draw a Phantasmal Image and they do have a counter spell. I don't think this is the version that runs counter spells, but I don't think our mana base is terribly important at this point. Don't think these cards really matter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Have 6 mana. What are they going to do? So they tick up to fairy. I guess what are we like scared of here? Removal spells are obviously good. Our opponent says GG, and they concede. Sweet, wow. That seems like a tough matchup, especially. Oh wow, they have an emissary and ephemerate. Yeah, that's obviously not great. But yeah, we got there. I will see you all in match number 3, and that's actually our final match. So see you there. Here for the final match. Let's see what we got going for us. Wish our opponent some good luck here. You know what? I'm keeping it. This hand seems cracked, especially against the Luris deck. Seems pretty good. If we hit a land, great. If we don't, great. Yeah. I think this is a fine keep, especially against Luris. Like, most of these decks are going to be grindy. So I think it's an okay keep. Blood Crypt. Ragavan? Surezies. Sure. Z's. Heck yeah. We're so good at this game. Okay. I guess we are vialing in our champion here. Plain Thalia. Yeah. This seems pretty good for us. Like, Ragman, not that big of a deal. They kill our Thalia. I guess we just don't even trade, right? Do we trade? I don't think I want to. Like, whatever. They get a treasure token, but our champion is gonna be huge. Yeah. Let's just go Mantis Rider. We find missing out on a point here for some information. That is the question. Probably not. This is that typical human start that is like just crazy fast. What do we want to take here? How crazy is it to take what? Iteration? Yeah, let's just take the iteration. Kind of force them to use this drown if they want it back on the kite cell. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, okay. That's their hands. No, that's their hand. That's the cards we know about it. Okay. Inquisition. Fine. They're going to drown this to get their expressive back? That doesn't seem particularly strong. Yeah, we'll tick up, right? I don't think there's any real reason to not. That's a fantastic draw. We love to see it. We love to see it. So they're killing there. It's fine. Vial down. This is not great. I mean, we're kind of sketched here. They can drown our Mantis Rider. 1, 2. They don't have Delirium, though, so that's kind of good. But they have to drown. Yeah. Definitely awkward, right? So they have 1 card left. Hit a Seacrum Coast, thank you. If their last card's a removal spell, they got us, but. Come on, deck. Come on, humans. Just top deck a. So this is. What? This is that one. So we don't want to put a charge counter. And yes, a charge counter. That's a good one. That's a good one. Ooh, doggy. That's a good one. Another DRC. Bobble. That's annoying. That gives them Delirium. More than likely. No, it does give them Delirium. Because they do have a Bobble here. And they're dead, right? So we Reflector Mage, yeah. We Reflector Mage this one. We're putting them to the test, but they're more than likely dead here. Block the Ragavan. Get our value. So they have to draw a removal spell here, and they have to kill a Reflector Mage. So we want to kill. So this is a no. All right, they conceded. Sweet. This seems like a tough one, right? Oh, another Aether Vial. Please no. Please no. What do we want here? Bugler. Definitely want the Oriox. Well, maybe not definitely. I don't know. I think we're gonna want some number. I don't know how many. I think these phantasmal images can go. Oh, what else can go? Probably these hierarchs don't seem like fantastic. I think we want this Whirler Rogue. I think a deputy is like. I mean, I think we want the 2 dismembers. Like these are definite cards we want. Sin Collector might just be fine. Like, do we want Vial or Hierarchs? I don't know. I feel like you cut one of the two in something like this. Not certain. Maybe just like 2 Vials, because like after the first one they get really bad. I don't think we want any images. And I'm fine just cutting these. So yeah, let's just do 3 Vials. Do this. I'm gonna do this. I think Auriok Champion, it's like one of those cards definitely diminishing. Same thing with Vial, but I think Vial's a little bit more important to have here. Well, don't think this is a keep, sadly. Sure, dude. Meddling Mage isn't fantastic, so let's put that one back. Let's put that one back. Ragavan, okay. Human, that was a pretty good draw. Kind of just need one more of those, and we're in business. One more, please. Please give us one more. Or even like a Vial. No, Vial would be kind of like atrocious here. Hand's really not that good. They probably just take Champion and try and like out-tempo us here, right? They take the Sin Collector. Wild. Wild, wild, wild. Alright. Well, here's our champion of the parish. I wonder if they're on Death Shadow or not. Guess that's the real question. I'd assume they are, but you never know. Expressive. Guess we might be able to see here. This could just be Grixis control, but I think this is more likely Death Shadow. So I think we might need to be a little bit wary with our Mantis Rider here. They hit a Ragavan. They whiff on lands. We also whiff on lands, but we're going to play out our spell here. It's just a really shitty champion of the parish, which is still fine. Is this another one? What are they doing? Yep, another one. Please whiff again. I've whiffed so many times with Expressive in this deck. It's like kind of infuriating to do it, but it happens. Inquisition. Alright, they're probably taking a Mantis Rider. Ziggurat, thank God. Okay, blue, white, red. Let's get in there. Even if it is Shadow, we have a Reflector Mage 4/1, so I think we are okay here. Maybe. DRC is annoying, but fine. Pass, wow. They must have I think they have dress down here, but I'm still going to slam this. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Oh, they have terminate. Well, never mind then. Never mind. Don't listen to me. Oh, they just have 2 removal spells. That's going to be hard to beat. Gonna be hard to beat. And they put a card on top, so that cannot be good. So this Dismember still can kill a Shadow at this point. So that's good news. Croxa, oh. Oh, we're running that card, aren't we? Well, shoot. Oh man, more removal spells. What is this? What is this? Drown? Okay, I think we have lost this one. The mono removal deck is pretty good against humans these days. But we'll see. There's a chance that we're okay. It'd have to be like, I don't even know. I don't know if we actually have a chance here. Maybe, you know, maybe Auriok could keep us in this game for a little bit longer. That's definitely a card that might be able to stabilize us. I still don't even think that would really do much. Well, I mean, that's actually not a bad one. I mean, like, for real, not a bad card to draw. So if we draw this into, I don't know, God, the fact this is a 1-drop 3/3 is kind of brutal. Kind of brutal. Maybe like another Reflector Mage could do it. I mean, another Reflector Mage would be pretty decent. What are we looking for? Auriok? I mean, it's not a bad one. It's not horrible. Now if we get our Thalia's Lieutenant, we might be, like, in it. Drawing pretty decently, not gonna lie. I mean, even this Luris isn't that good either. Yes. Like, what are they gonna play? Ragavan? Doesn't seem like that good. Are they literally doing nothing here? That'd be funny. I mean, you might as well as play Ragavan, right? It's free. Like, why not? Why not? Okay, let's get our auto yields for this thing set up. Croxa, okay. Blah, blah, blah. Fine. Okay, let's draw something. Champion of the Parish. Woo woo. That's a big one. Not really. Yeah, let's just pass here. So we're gonna get chonked down to 3. Hopefully they play this Croxa first for some reason. Oh, Shadow. Okay, so they are a Shadow deck. That's kind of good to know. That is something. Wow, they're not even playing their Croxa. Weird. It's not a bad one. I mean, it's not a bad card. Is this a K command? God dang it. Would have actually really liked that one. As our... Okay, I think we're dead here. If we block here, go to... No, we're still fine. And we're not in a great spot. I don't think we can win this game in a million years, but we're still alive. Technically. If we draw another Auriok, maybe. Or... I don't even know. Don't even know. Yes. Our opponent's playing this pretty well, not gonna lie. Not gonna lie, they are playing their deck pretty pristinely. I can appreciate that, to say the least. Okay, what could we even draw? I don't know. We will see what it is, and it is not that. So we will continue on to the next one. Continue on, sadly. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep this. Maybe vials are bad. I don't know. Let's do hierarchs. Let's try this. Maybe I'm crazy. Vial doesn't seem particularly strong in this matchup. But we can see, I guess. We'll see what this hierarch hand keep. This is definitely a lead on champion type of hand, right? Go champion and then champion hierarch, swing for 4. I think so. So this is a pretty sweet hand, not gonna lie. Not gonna lie, this hand is very sweet looking. Kind of just need to not get like removal spelled to oblivion this game, maybe. We're okay. Inquisition, it's a fine one. What are we taking? Might just be champion here. It's freebooter, interesting. Interesting that it's freebooter. They might just have engineer explosive here. But if they have that, I still don't think that's that bad. Like it's not great, but we're attacking for 4. Next turn we're playing a Mantis Rider. So if they better have something other than just EE here, because I don't think that does much for them. I think we might want to just name Engineer Explosive with this Meddling Mage if like we ever get a choice. Yeah, that's what we thought. Probably just hit here. 1, 2. So they don't have Delirium. Yeah. So I mean, I guess we expected this. They probably kill the Hierarch here, right? I think they kind of have to. That still seems so bad. I don't know. I think we might be taking this one. This might have been just too fast of a start. So what do we name with this? We're probably naming Unholy Heat with this. If like, let's say we don't draw land and they kill our Hierarch, then we probably name Unholy Heat. Wow, okay, they're passing here. Do they have a bolt maybe? Okay, I think they were trying to get some more information. Okay, well, I'm slamming it. So I guess they're killing this champion? Yeah, it must be the case. Yeah. Still feel like they're in a world of hurt here. They're on 4 life. They do have Delirium now. But this start was just really fast. One, pop the EE, Shadow. Okay, you're done. GG's. Oof, close game. Wow, that was a sweat. Our opponent played that game really well too. Both games and whatnot. But wow. So yeah, just that was pretty interesting. Like we went, 2-1. We lost to, what did we lose to? We lost to the weird Infect deck. Honestly, it's kind of funny that we beat the more tier 1 decks and we lost to like this weird deck. The start against Death Shadow was definitely pretty good both games, and I think that definitely pulled its weight. I don't think it's a good matchup though. Like we did win it. I don't think I would like be feeling terribly strong against that. I wouldn't want to play against the Unholy Heat deck quite often. But I mean, I think as you guys could see in game 2, it was pretty bad for us. For the other deck we played, the weird, I don't even know what to call it, the infect green black infect deck, which has I've actually seen kind of going around a little bit recently. And then our second matchup, which I am blanking on what it was right now. It was Reanimator, right? I think that is another one of those matchups that's not terribly great for us. Our opponent drew pretty poorly, and our game one was just too fast for them. So, like, Meddling Mage was just a beast in that. They did do that misclick with Solitude, so that could have helped quite a bit. But, I think, again, it's like the same case. Main deck still seems pretty strong. Like, I don't know if I would be running this Malicious Bugler, and I might be running, a fourth Thalia at this point. But I mean, honestly, the main deck seems really nice. Again, same issue with the Jund. The Jund list looked pretty good main deck. I'd say the mana base looked a little wonky, and I think it's the same thing here. I think I'd be, changing up the Horizon Canopies maybe for Waterlogged Groves in this deck. I'm not sure though. I don't know like the numbers. Seacrum Coast, that could be something else. But sideboard was the only issue, really. Like Whirler Rogue, don't think that's a card I'd ever bring in. I mean, really the only card in this sideboard that I consider keeping are the Dismembers, and if you really want the Static Caster is like a okay card, but other than that, like the sideboard just seems really weak, and that's going to be probably like a recurring thing. It's like these are made for a certain metagame, but the main deck still feels very strong, and I've heard like human players say that it's like impossible to play these days, but it felt pretty decent there. We did get a little lucky, so maybe we had some good variants, but. Anyways, thank you all for watching. Just let me know if you like the shorter, 3-match videos. I know this is probably not going to be one of the more popular ones because humans, not typically something I'd play, more like mid-range stuff. But definitely trying out something new for this. If I don't know if you like humans, let me know. I'm not a big humans fan, but definitely want to be doing this for the series and trying out, the winning list. So this is the one that won the Mythic Championship too. So had to give it a try. Also, one of the issues is most of the other decks are hard to play because there's some banned cards in them. So yeah, just let me again know how you like in the series, and yeah, thanks for watching. Have a good one.